Hello, it's Ellie Diecast, and we're back. We've got another video. First things is our Chargers play today against the Broncos, right? We're hoping it will be a good game. Quite honestly, I'd be pretty happy if the Chargers just played well. I didn't expect them to get this far, and I really didn't expect them to have much of a season. I'm just happy that we're past the Norv Turner years and we're moving forward. So we're going to watch that. We're going to have a big barbecue, have some fun today, right?
Yep.
So we've got some fines, plus we've got some things to make up from last week because my video last week for Andrew's segment and the customs got corrupted, so we didn't have it. So on to what we found in really the last, I guess this is 2 weeks. I found some M2s, and I've mentioned before, I collect the M2s that I like. I think they're kind of expensive, but I do like them. And in my last video, I took a look at the tires on these. But my main interest is I want these plastic cases, and then I just take the cars out and collect them and put them on a shelf or sell them in bulk. But I'm after the plastic cases. So the more I can make my money back on the cars, the cheaper the cases are for me. I'm not sure if all these are new. This is the wild card series, and I have not checked. I only got one of these, the wild card series. It was this one, and haven't taken it out yet. But this is the Bel Air hardtop. It's a 50-55. So we got that one. Get a close up of that. These M2s again, real nice models for the collector. They cost these premium models cost between 450 and 550 around here. And again, these are the premium models. If I move back here, you'll see this one has the kind of those crummy little thin tires that I was talking about in the last video. But oh well, they do look good from the side. Got to give them that. So we got that Bel Air. We got these little Volkswagens, and I finally found these. I think these are the newest ones that are out. And they usually release two color combinations for each of these. This is the Authentics series, premium edition. So now these are Volkswagens. I would expect they'd have those thin tires. My father had a Volkswagen, grew up all the way through high school riding in one of these with the oval window, by the way. And our Volkswagen finally got stolen, and I think is probably a taxi in Mexico at this point. But I really liked these, and did not expect to see them. I actually, where I found them was at a Walmart, and they had about, oh, I'd say 30 of these. So I didn't pick up any others. Hopefully they're not going for a small fortune online. Get a close-up of this gray one real quick. So you can kind of see the detail. Real nice. Hubcaps are all authentic. Nice trim work on them. Real neat. As I mentioned in my last video, if you're thinking of customizing these, they're a little tricky. They've got a lot of parts and pieces. And not really my favorite cars to customize, but some people do. This is the Volkswagen bus, and I'm assuming, let me see something real quick. It doesn't say what other ones are in this series, so I don't know. But I think this series is all Volkswagen, this new Authentics. And get a close-up of the front. Real nice. I did get two of these, and I figured somebody would want to trade for them. And so I did get two. Here's the other one. Got two. So if anybody wants to trade, make me an offer. I think if you're watching the videos, you know what I'm into. And this one is one of the Walmart exclusive. This is the Chip Foose series. And I'm guessing this is a second series of Chip Foose cars. I got all of the first one, or at least what I thought was the first series. You can see special edition. And but this one is only at Walmart, and that's this particular car, I believe. The last series had a Roadster. This one you can see has the big, thick wheels on it. And if you're buying these for the rubber tires, make sure you check those side windows to see what those wheels are, because you will be disappointed with those skinny little rubber band wheels that they put on them sometime. We also went to the 99-cent store and scored real big. We actually caught, was not a shipper. This was just a case they had put out. But we did get 2 treasure hunts. Ironically, I did pick up another one of these. I think I have a ton of these. And I only picked up another one because Andrew was with me and he thought we should get it. For whatever reason, I have seen a lot of these on the pegs. I think this particular model, this Nightburner model, is either the least favorite treasure hunt that I've ever been a part of collecting, or I'm just getting lucky and seeing it. But I have seen very few cars on the pegs at Walmart that are treasure hunts, and this one I've seen at least 10 of them on the pegs. Picked up another one of these. Really like this Subaru WRX STI. And I did pick up another one of those. You've all probably seen that, but we'll get a quick close-up of it. That's a nice car. Don't like the wheels on it, but I do like the car. We found some Jetsons. We got 5 Jetsons. We already had 2, and I sold a few a while back. I think I sold 3, but we picked up 5, and I'm guessing there was 2 cases worth there, so that's about 5. And these were B case, A case. And so really I picked these up for, I'm probably going to keep 1 or 2 because I want the dome on them for my customs. It's hard to find big domes like that, but otherwise we're going to trade these away and get something else that we want. So again, if interested, contact me. Picked up this charger. This is a Matchbox. I hadn't seen this one before. I had heard it was out, and I really like the new chargers, and this is about as close as I'm going to get to the new chargers. This is SRT8. I don't know the year on this, but purple charger. Very nice. We picked up 2 Herbies. Again, we've got a lot of Herbies, so if you're looking for Herbies, PM me or jump on the Facebook page at LE Diecast and let me know, and we'll trade. But I picked up 2 more. Herbies are always good for trading. I picked up another mystery machine, not for trading. I don't think this one would get much attention, but I'm going to be doing a project with these mystery machines with my customs, so 1 more wasn't going to hurt. They had about 3 more. I only got the 1. And we picked up 3 gassers. And again, if you're watching the custom series, this is one of my favorite cars to customize. I have a lot of these in the gold and the gray, but these will be torn apart, new wheels put on them, something done with that engine. Yep, customized. So we had a pretty good time at the 99-cent store, Walmart. So that wraps up our finds for this week. I'm going to move over to Andrew's segment here in a second. I just got to get set up, and we will be right back. Okay, we're back, and this is Andrew's little segment to show what he got. So for the youngsters out there that might be watching, this is kind of more for them. Andrew got this very cool, as it rolls into frame, and I work around all my lighting equipment here. He got this cool aircraft carrier that his Aunt Nancy bought him for Christmas. And I think this is like a CVS type of model. It's all plastic. It's got some moving parts here. If I kind of scroll or zoom up, it's got some moving parts. It's got a little moving radar dish. It's got a little deck that comes down way down here at the bottom. This door opens. I'm not going to open it because it will probably jar everything loose. The front little hatch or deck here folds down. The back deck, almost, if I can get my tripod to cooperate, there we go. The back deck folds down here. These guns will rotate. They will rotate, right? Yeah, there we go. They rotate. We already broke one, so I fixed it. It's all plastic, so not a collector type item probably. But I'm going to move off some of these airplanes here. It's got this cool, you called it the Captain America ship. I think this is like a radar plane or a I don't know. I'm pretty sure this guy is not going to be taking off from an aircraft carrier. He probably needs a runway about a mile long. Some cool little jets. And we don't have the box for this. I think this, you could just get this at any little, like a CVS store or Save On, something like that. Okay, and there we go. And we're going to roll this guy in because we have in the storage deck a top secret. Oops, he's stuck. Our top secret weapon, our color changer. And he's pink right now, but we're going to be back in a second, and we're going to set up some water for him to color change, right? Yeah. All right, we'll be right back. Okay, and we are back, and we have our experiment set up on our aircraft carrier at this point, the SS Andrew, is that what we're calling it? So this is going to be a top secret experiment for color changing airplanes, I guess, except we're using our Skull Crusher. By the way, they did have some others. There was a fire truck and an off-road vehicle. There were some other cars for this. You don't happen to have the package still, do you? No. Okay. But there is a drag bus. That's the one everybody's been looking for. I did not see the drag bus. I would pick that up if I found it. But here we go. And this is cold water that's been in the refrigerator overnight. So regular old refrigerator cold water. Now tap water that's just regular temperature tap water doesn't work very well. This is hot water from the tap. We've done this in the bathtub too. So hot water in the bathtub or tap. In it goes. Ready?
Yep.
There it goes. And it's going to turn sort of purplish. We'll wait. It's turning purple. It's turning. And we've got purple, right? So there's our purple car. That's the color that it comes in the package, by the way. And in it goes into the hot water, and it instantly turns white. Very, very special top secret. And again, we can probably do this maybe one more time. You can do it partially. It's really amazing how this works. I mean, you can see, I mean, that's pretty cool. Dip the other side in real quick, just so you can see how that works. I did not expect it to work that well. So, in it goes. Color change. And he goes into the hot water again. Just dip him in, and he will turn partially white or all the way in, and he turns white. So if you've got kids, and maybe they really like Hot Wheel cars, but you're looking for something different, these really are cool. There looks to be like 48, 49 in the series. It says on the package. So they're going to keep releasing these. They are kind of pricey. They were $3.99, I think, for really just a plastic car, fantasy car. Nothing real special about the car. But they do work the way as advertised, which just doesn't happen too much these days anymore. One more time. There you go. So they work in the bathtub. A word of warning to the parents, those axles, they're going to rust. And so after about a month, you're going to start seeing rust around these. So they may not roll as well as they once did, but the color changing part, as far as I can tell, will keep working. A few other things. At room temperature, this will turn the pink that you saw at the beginning. It will not turn back to purple. It's supposed to hold its color at room temperature. Now, it will hold the white for a while, but you can see if I dip it in here in the purple, and it seemed to only be after it was activated, because I didn't know it did this when we bought it. But if we let this all cool down and everywhere in there gets turned to purple, then when we take it out, when I handle it, the heat from my hand, let's see if it'll do it. The heat from my hand will turn it a slightly different color. Well, now it's not going to do it, but the heat from my hand will change the color eventually. It's just really cold. There we go. So if I hold it and release it, you can see that it starts to turn color. So just something to remember. Okay, there he is. And last of Andrew's stuff, I'm going to remove our experimental mixture here. Let's put this away from the model making stuff. Don't dip him yet. And we're going to put this over here. Okay. The last thing is Andrew did get one of these play school motorcycle. One of these play school new cars, and these are the what are these called? Does it say on the bottom? They are called I want to call them a Speedies. I think they're a Speedies. Does that sound right? I don't remember now. And just noticed something on this one. They do have batteries in them. This one comes with 2 different sounds. So when you hit the button on the top, it has a light in the front. Pretty good light. It'll turn off in a second. There we go. Andrew really likes these. So, if you have little ones, you may be interested in these. I think there were 6 in the series. There was 2 helicopters, a police car, a fire truck, a regular car, and I don't remember what else. But I think they all make sounds like that. And the others, of course, have wheels. I think the others are pullback cars, too. This one said pullback, but there ain't anything to pull back. So a little bit of false advertising there. Okay, so we are going to move along to the customs, and we'll be back in a second. Okay, and we've moved over to the workshop here. And we had a lot going on, mainly because I was on vacation this week. Just a second, I'm gonna move the microphone up here. Sorry if that causes some distortion. We did forget one new car that Andrew got that he wanted to point out. He got this Matchbox that I knew he was looking for. The fun thing about this is it's a T-Rex transporter. So ironically, you'd have to have a T-Rex to transport, and I'm not so sure that that truck is going to transport a T-Rex. It would have to be a very mini T-Rex to transport. But this is one of the, what is this, Desert... Oh, it doesn't say on the bottom. Oh, yeah, it does. It's a Desert Thunder. And they've released a lot of versions of this over the last year and a half or so. This is part of the new case of Matchbox. But a fun one for the kids. A lot of nice detailing on this, by the way, too. So that does bring us into our customs. So a couple updates going on. I did finish up the Bengals power panels. You've seen these already, but these did not have wheels. And for the time being, I've put back on the original wheels. Just so that we can move them into the house. But I do need wheels for these, and I need a specific type of thick Real Rider wheel that I'm having a lot of trouble finding. So we have 2 more of those, so that's 3 that we will have for sale of the Bengals. Finished the Dolphins. And the Dolphins, at least for the time being, I'm going to leave the original wheels on because I know I'm not going to find enough of the wheels that I want. So we'll see how these go in the future. I don't have a lot of big truck tires is the problem. And so for these NFL customs, I plan on using a lot of large kind of truck type vehicles for them. And I just don't have a lot of large truck tires right now. And having a lot of trouble finding them. So these are done. A couple features we built into this. The flames start down here on the hood and move up. I like that. I'm going to do that again. Also, I included the numbers of the Football Hall of Fame Dolphins. And I don't know which is which. I'm not a Dolphin fan, except I know that's Dan Marino on the front. And this is the first one that we used our new plotter to cut out the tampos, which was just a super slick, nifty process. So lots more of these coming. If you are interested in buying these, again, you can PM me, but chances are I don't, with Google, the whole Google YouTube thing, I'm just not getting my messages that are being posted under the videos fast enough. Join the Facebook page at LE Diecast, And then you can just post on there that you're interested in one, and you'll have it within a week. So that's the easy way to go. So any Dolphins fans out there, got you covered. Next up, I think, is Green Bay, by the way. So also, we finished this one. This was an experiment, and we were playing with the... Whoops, sorry about that. We were playing with the new airbrush stencils that I can make with our plotter, and they came out really pretty nice. So we got the sizing right. Really cool. It's got real riders on it. But really like how this one came out. This is a Super Bee. I'll give you the exact title in a second. It is a... No, I will not, because it is not on the bottom. It's a Super Bee. I know that. But don't have the rest of the title. And painted the interior a slight off black. It's hard to see. It does have some detailing inside. Painted the trim. Tried to get it as smooth as can be. It's a gold flake black, and I don't know if that's going to come up on the video, but I was real happy with the way that the undercoating came out on this. Oh, and I just noticed that's a smudge of polish on it, not a paint smudge. There we go. There we go. That's gone. I polish them with a, what is this stuff called? With Blue Magic metal polish when I'm done. And there was just a little bit left. So this guy is all done. These not Tampos, these stencils, by the way, which I'm slowly removing from underneath my tripod's foot. You can see that's what they come out like. And I will be selling these very soon. So again, join the Facebook page and you'll be able to buy these. Don't know how much, but they will be affordable. Mostly flames, most likely. So that guy was finished up. And then, if I move this around, I'm going to move these guys a little bit more towards the middle. We got further along with our safari wagons. And they are not done yet by any means. This one is the closest to being done. And I've got the structure on the back for the tarp set up. It's going to have a little tarp over the top here. And then our animal is going to sit in the back. And all of that JB weld that you see there in the back, that is going to be covered up with a hay. So you won't see that. So the ground there is going to be all hay. The Roll-O-Matic, the little saucer shaped thing in there that rolls around, I'm gonna disable that because I don't really want the critters rolling around, but I gotta use it for the base, so it's still in there. So that's gonna be the tiger one, or lion. Got some tampos done for it, so very cool. And if we get a good shot, I also used our rust and dust on this and got a little carried away, but I wasn't particularly happy with the stripes that were on these to start with. So I'm happier with it being a little bit more worn. Also, these tires are probably going to go in favor of these MBX tires. So I've got a lot of these, and these MBX tires are going to go, I think, on all of the trucks. So this is not painted. You can see the difference. These are not aged or painted yet. Come on, Bongo. There you go. And you can see this one right here in the front is going to look a lot like this one when it's done. So new tires on this guy. This guy still needs his paint. So you will see those moving forward. Here's the large one, which is in pieces here. There we go. That's the large Matchbox container. I think Andrew put a panda back here. Pretty sure it's illegal to take pandas out of the forest, but in the world of Matchbox, you can. Got a little hippo mobile here. This guy is going to be underway pretty soon. And just to give you an idea of how I work, this one is partway along, if you are doing anything like these stake bed pieces back here, which are really hard to get into place, the easiest way I found to do it is put a little super glue on the end, a very little bit. A lot takes forever to dry. A little bit dries instantly, like just a teeny bit. Pop them in there, hold them there for a second, they should stay, and then put a dab of JB Weld on them and let them dry overnight, and these ain't going anywhere. They're really, really solid. And then there's going to be hay down here in the bed, so you'll never see it. This one is not aged either. So those guys we spent a lot of time with this week. They're coming along. That, to be honest, is more work than I expected it to be with those, but they are moving along. Last but not least, we got another restoration. And I don't think we covered this one yet because it was part of the video that got lost last week. This is a little Titan dump truck. I painted it all yellow, mainly because I've got a lot of this Matchbox yellow that I want to use. One thing I'll need to do a video on is mixing colors and matching colors someday. But I have a lot of this kind of matchboxy yellow color. A lot of the construction vehicles were this color. I'm not sure if there ever was an all yellow Titan truck. I don't think there is. So mine is original. The windshield cleaned up perfect. You can see a few little dents if I catch the highlight there, but really cleaned up. This windshield was really pretty scratched up to start with. And the tires cleaned up really well too. You can see a little bit of dings there, but those are the original tires. It has its original suspension in it. So it's set up pretty nice. Real happy with how this one came up. So this one is going in my collection. And again, 25, 50 cents for these cars when they're not in such great shape. Spend some time restoring them, and I got myself really a pretty brand new looking car. So I believe that's it for the workshop for this week. That gets us all caught up. I am going to be back next week. And again, I hope the Chargers do well today. We will see you all. Oh, one last thing. If you've watched this far, then there will be a contest. The next video is going to be covering a contest that we're going to have through the YouTube page. So be on the lookout for that. You'll want to subscribe if you haven't already to be a part of that contest. And watch for the next video, and it's going to explain the contest. But we're going to be giving away a lot of cool stuff, some treasure hunts, some hard to find cars, maybe a custom or two, and it's all going to go to one person. And keep an eye out for that. Okay, thank you very much. Bye-bye.